The Senate has asked President Goodluck Jonathan to send the supplementary budget to the National Assembly to address the immediate needs of the victims affected by the floods across the country. The Senate took the resolution after considering a motion on the impact of the floods, which was moved by Senator Danladi Sankara. Senator Sankara drew the attention of the lawmakers to the flood disaster, which has ravaged many states in the country, claiming many lives and rendering thousands homeless.
The rain came and went, but the flood remains, leaving devastation in its wake. The floods have ravaged communities along the River Niger, River Benue, the Cross River, as well as Gongola River and Iyere River. Some say the flood was caused by a release of a dam in Cameroon. Others attribute it to climate change. But whatever the cause of the flood is, the reality is that many were not prepared for it. What is worse is that the meteorologists saw it coming.
We do remember that we predicted. We went to the press to do press release. We now wrote letters individually to the states that were most vulnerable.
Some of these lawmakers are from the communities ravaged by the flood.
Mr. President, you were there yourself. You have seen the devastation. People have lost their homes, they have lost their farmlands, they have lost their crops.
2 million people, sir, are affected in Kogi alone. How many are we?
Senate President David Mark is not impressed with the manner which the disaster was handled.
It shows what has happened now, shows our level of unpreparedness for any natural disaster. All agencies, all hands must be called on. As of today, they have not called the military out, they have not called the Ministry of Health. Telling a minister to go to Kogi doesn't solve this problem.
Lawmakers pointed out that the National Emergency Management Agency, as much as they try to contain the situation, are ill-equipped to manage disasters.
NEMA is an agency set up to meet emergency. It's a security in place of risk, but NEMA is not well funded.
The Senate urged President Goodluck Jonathan to forward a supplementary budget to the National Assembly to address the immediate needs of the victims affected by the flood across the country. The Senate also urged the federal government to draw up a national standard operating procedure to respond to such disasters in the future. Lawmakers pointed out that in the aftermath of the floods, some major issues may arise, issues such as food shortages due to the destruction of crops and health issues in the camps for displaced people as a result of lack of proper sanitary facilities. They say these issues must be addressed as quickly as possible by relevant agencies. From the National Assembly, Linda Kibe, Channels Television News.